Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to another speed build. Today we are going to be doing a very creepy little haunted cottage. Now it's pretty cute on the outside, but there's definitely some strange things going on. As soon as I hit live mode with my playtester sim, it just started right away. It was insane. So that is our plan for today. And you will notice at the beginning of this speed build is a little different. So first of all, it's not sped up as much as it usually is because we ran into some technical difficulties, as one does when they don't check their storage space on their devices. So I didn't realize that OBS had stopped recording due to low disk space because I had not gotten rid of a lot of my old projects in a while, or moved them to where they're supposed to go once they're done and uploaded. Figured that out at the very end of my hour-long build session, and I saw that only 3 minutes had recorded of my entire hour-long build session, and I was not about to just recreate it again because that would be a complete waste of time. And I did want to get this up by Halloween. Obviously that did not work out, but you know, me and the kids and my hubby, we had a lot of fun. We went out trick-or-treating and it was a great time. So the time we spent was worth it. And here we have the start of the home. We're just going to jump right into a little tiny tour of what I got done that I did not capture on camera in just a second. You'll see me just messing with the roof here because I couldn't figure out what I wanted to do. And then right here you'll see the front porch magically done. I have some vines from vampires, that little plant set from werewolves, and also the flower boxes on the windows are from werewolves. It's very cute. As well as inside here we have a little kitchen all with horse ranch countertops and upper cabinets. The fridge is from Cottage Living. The stove is Base Game. And then I snuck in a little country kitchen kit, like dish rack above the fridge. I thought that was cute. I believe the chair, the dining setup is from Paranormal Stuff. The stools are from Base Game. Over here we have a little book nook situation with the couch and bookshelves. I just kind of line them up, and also just a little console table from Base Game and the TV from Basement Treasures. And then we move into the bathroom here. We have Base Game, toilet and sink and mirror, and the shower I think was from Seasons. And then up here we have our little attic bedroom. So we have the bed, which I believe is from Seasons. I think I was checking on it here. There it is. That is from Seasons. And then I think the desk, the little tiny computer desk hidden over here, is from Parenthood. And that's all I had done for that. Also the wallpaper is from Paranormal, or not Paranormal, is from Realm of Magic because I thought it was very pretty. And then back here we have our little back patio situation. So we have nice stone steps. We have this pergola from my wedding stories. I sized it up a little bit with tool mod. And then also you can see some more vines on the side of the house, all those corbels up on the roof line, or at the bottom of the house to the roof line. And I thought that it came out really adorable. More steps over on this side as well. And here's just a little view of the front of the house. Also, that chimney does disappear, but I end up putting it back before I take screenshots, so don't mind that. I think it was when I was doing the bedroom it disappeared. So we're going to jump right into the speed build of the rest of the home. I just added a desk chair in the bedroom upstairs, and here I am working downstairs on the living space. So we're picking out these curtains from Paranormal Stuff and also some paintings for the wall. You see that painting of Guidry right there. I'm just going to size it down a little bit with tool mod to make it fit in and kind of make a little collage of pictures along with that the picture collage that came with the pack itself. And then picking out some knickknacks to put on like the bookshelves and the little console table, but I do end up replacing that whole section with a fireplace anyway. I keep the TV, but the fireplace is there instead of the console table. Here's some more clutter from the Paranormal Stuff pack I put over here on the little corner shelf, and I thought they looked really cute here underneath like that hutch piece. I thought that was a nice little addition. And then this rug also from Paranormal. So we use a lot of Paranormal Stuff pack. I pretty much used everything except for the couches because they were too big. So I wanted to go with a smaller couch and one that was almost a little bit more modern. So my theory is that the owner of this home bought it and fixed up the inside of it, and then after so long of fixing it up and realizing that it was extremely haunted, they decided to vacate the premises and get it sold right away. And it sold for relatively cheap. And the new purchaser of this home, it was surprised at first, and they're slowly realizing maybe why it sold so quickly and at such a low price. But that was my theory behind the gameplay for this home. So in this bathroom, we have a lot of black and gold happening. Those towels are from Spa Day. And then I use a base game toilet paper roll, and also the plunger set from Bathroom Clutter Kit. The soap bottles are from Snowy Escape here up on the wall. And then I think I just add a little hand towel here, I think from Growing Together. I thought it was really pretty and it went well with the rest of the bathroom. That floor tile also is base game, and I just thought it looked really cool. The black tile was base game, and I think the plaster was from Jungle Adventure, actually. Here we are back to the kitchen, though, cluttering it up really fast. So we have the Home Chef Hustle stuff pack knife rack, and then I throw in this little like jar of lemons from the Cool Kitchen stuff pack. That's going to go right over there. And then I think the last thing I did, I thought about putting that box of clutter like up above the cabinets, but I didn't do that. Just added some utensils. And then that little chair over there is going to be like a little reading area. And I also add this cute little shelf, this little ornate shelf over here on the wall with the plant. I couldn't figure out where I wanted it to go at first. I did decide on using this wall, but then I changed the color of the wallpaper here, I changed the wallpaper completely to this one with the blue flowers from Paranormal Stuff Pack as well, and that led me to change the color of the shelf, just because I wanted it to have a little bit more like pop of color. I didn't want it to be so bland. I felt like it was a little bland. And then there's that fireplace, and I put those little things up on there with the alt placement so that they weren't so, stuck in their very annoying little spots where they snap to automatically. And some clutter up on that shelf, and then changing the lighting a little bit. In the bathroom, I use this one here, this hanging pendant from Growing Together. I think that's pretty much it. And then in the kitchen, I think I used another light actually from Growing Together. It's this one. I could have used the longer one, but I actually prefer the short one. And then there's also a little standing lamp that matches, also from Growing Together. And then I use the other light from Paranormal Stuff, this little cluster of lanterns that I love and I very rarely get to use because they're kind of like, they are a specific style. So if you're not building in that style, they don't exactly fit. But I thought they looked really nice here. And then I was working on some outside lighting. So I use these ones from Horse Ranch. And then up into the bedroom, I pick out this little, it's actually just like an end table piece. It's not really a dresser, but I thought it looked really cool and maybe it could be a dresser. So that is from Paranormal Stuff Pack, and also the little flower and tea light combo from Book Nook Kit. And then this little shelf here that has a little clothes hanging rod on it is from High School Years. So I placed that, and then also some clothing from Dream Home Decorator, and I thought that looked really nifty, and it kind of like moves your eye around the space a little bit so it's not all so linear. And then over here this wall looked super empty, so I threw in that picture from Realm of Magic, and also these wall sconces that came with Paranormal Stuff Pack, because I thought they brightened up the space not only because they are lights, but because they had a little splash of blue to throw in there instead of being, gray and dark. Here's a little seance table for the back patio, which you will need because, you'll need to calm those spirits, and adding some more outer lights and also some flower arrangements. I thought that was a nice touch. And this rug here is from Laundry Day. I like the yellow. I think it pops really nicely with the pattern on the tablecloth of the seance table. And then here's some more plants, and I think still some more plants. I picked these ones out from Growing Together. They're like a new cluster of plants, and I just kind of tried to rotate them so they fit a little better. They kept cutting into the interior of the home. But here we are working on the ceilings, and I picked just the same flooring that I used on, the top and bottom floor. And for the bathroom, I used the black tile from Home Chef Hustle Stuff Pack. And then in the front, we have to move the house around because I just didn't quite like the placement. I think I only moved it like 1 or 2 tiles over. But we're working on the landscaping and the path making. And this is pretty much the rest of the video. Just working on the outside and making sure that I like the way that it blends into the environment. So you'll just see me pick out a bunch of stuff. I use mostly debug. There are some things that I used from the regular Build and Buy plant selection. I think I use like the one iris from the, what is that called? Romantic Garden stuff pack. That I use in the backyard. You'll see on the back of the patio, kind of like near two little statues. I'm pretty sure you'll see that in the end. But right here, we're just working on getting this all cluttered up with some nice flowers and some bushes and just making it look, you know, kind of overgrown, but like they tried. I really like these ferns, and I never get to use them. I never think that they look right, but I thought that they matched really well here because in Forgotten Hollow there are a lot of ferns. And also that plant right there is from Werewolves that like comes off of the house a little bit, almost like a vine, but not really. I really like that one. It's like one of my new favorites. I have used it in a couple builds now, I think back to back. I know I used it in my werewolf tiny home in the front, and I think I may have used it in the build before that as well. But here we are, we're finishing up. We're just kind of going around the house here, just like picking out stuff that works. That's my favorite little corner tree, and I actually didn't use it in a corner this time. I just used it in the middle. And also these clumps of grass, I really enjoy those. I think those are from vampires. And then this azalea bush, I think I used one on the other side as well. I just think it's really pretty with the pink flowers, but it doesn't look, you know, it doesn't look too cartoony. It looks realistic. I have azaleas out front of my house, so if you know what they look like, it just kind of, they fit anywhere. And then back here we have some lavender bushes, both big and small. And then I decided to just throw in, like, I was going to throw in another staircase, but I decided that would be overkill. So I picked out two statues, and they are both from vampires. So this one of this very pretty lady that looks a lot like Bella Goth, just standing with holding her sleeve or whatever of her dress, and then also the little fairy statue. I put them over here, and I think I just threw in some flowers that I repeated from the front, these yellow flowers. These are also from Debug Vampires. I don't know why, but they're really pretty. They just kind of look like dandelions to me, and they just look easy and like not too over the top. There's that iris I'm placing right here in this blue tone because I just thought it was very pretty. That tree is also Debug, I think, from Vampires, and then I use this potted plant, and that one is from Growing Together Debug. Lots of good stuff in Debug. If you've never ever used it, I highly suggest it for landscaping. If you have never been here before, hi. I pretty much only use Debug landscaping in my builds because I refuse to pay for landscaping in The Sims. It's too expensive in real life. It shouldn't be expensive in The Sims. That is my stance on that. So I only use Debug pretty much. There's only a few exceptions I make for that, like some of the romantic garden stuff and some of the things that you can, like, you know, actually interact with. But as far as landscaping, it's pretty much all Debug. And here you'll see me using the terrain paint and making like a path from the front patio or front walkway space to the back patio. And then I just fill this in with some dirt. It's very dirty dirt. It's just like mud, that mud consistency. I actually like that one because it's like darker. It makes more sense. So I use that a lot in my garden beds, and then like around the sides I'll throw down like the regular garden soil, as it's called. But I like the muddy mud. I don't know why. Maybe it's just because it's really dark and it like makes sense to me that the garden bed would be muddy. Anyway, so here we are working on the other side. I do add a path over here as well. It's just not as wide, and it also cuts through that tall grass. And the tall grass, like the ground cover pieces, I forget where they are from. They might be from Island Living. They're either from Island Living or Cottage Living. You know, I think now thinking about it, I think it's from Cottage Living. And that little archway you saw me place is Debug Horse Ranch stuff. And then we have a telescope and some garden planters back here because I thought that she would need another activity outside other than warding off the ghosties. I thought maybe she could have another hobby, you know, gardening, stargazing, moon gazing, however you want. I don't know. Yeah, she's a sim of that wears many hats. What can I say? And then over here, we're just throwing in some more plants. These are also from Vampires, those little white poofy flowers. I thought they were cute. Throwing in some more of those yellow flowers again, and also a little patch of these brightly colored wildflowers into that ground cover. And then we picked out the werewolf mailbox and I thought they looked really pretty. I did get rid of those long flower boxes in the front. They are also debugged, but they just didn't quite look right because I think they're supposed to sit on top of a wall. They just kind of don't go into anything. And that's pretty much it for this build. It was very quick. I'm sorry that I lost all that footage, but if you enjoyed what you saw today and you want to see more, be sure to like and subscribe. Let me know if you'd like to see anything else or anything different, and you can just enjoy these Sims running for their lives away from the very scary ghosts. And I just wanted to say happy Halloween to everybody, and I'm so excited. I have a whole 86 subscribers now, and that's pretty cool. So I appreciate each and every one of you. And I hope everyone had a great spooky season. I know I did. I very much enjoyed it with my kids. And I also enjoyed making all of the spooky builds. And I can't wait to do more next year. And I am prepared for all of the Winterfest builds to come. So I will talk to you guys later. Bye.